Hello, all of you Silva Method geniuses out there. Welcome. I'm super excited to be here with you today. At the time I am recording this is February 28th, the last day of February, and something pretty spectacular is happening today. The alignment of the planets, all of them align together for about 45 minutes after sunset, I believe, tonight. We're able to see at least four of them really well with our naked eye, and the others with binoculars or a telescope. They are lining up in the night sky, and it's a pretty amazing event that does not happen very often. How cool is it that it's on this last day of February? So, today I am going to be talking to you about alignment. Alignment in our lives means that we are moving in a good and being in alignment with our goals, being in alignment with our dreams, being in alignment with how we're feeling, with our day, with our family, our friends. Everything just goes a little smoother. A lot of times we can get out of alignment, and when that occurs, we see some challenges and roadblocks come up. Today, I'm going to be talking very specifically about intentional alignment as it pertains to what you are manifesting and what it is you are working on, what you want to bring into this world, your big, audacious goal. We were talking about this in one of my Silva Life and Intuition immersions recently, and someone piped up your big, audacious goal, those goals that you're working on, you're excited about, but wow, they have a lot of steps, and maybe you're not quite sure all of the steps to take to get there. As Silvagrads, you know that we've got some tools that can help us. However, even when we're using those tools, we may find that we don't get as much feedback, and we just keep programming over and over. We keep using the tools over and over, and nothing seems to happen. And so we start wondering, what is it? I know I'm in alignment with my goal. I know I'm using the tools. What is going on? Here is where I would ask you to hit the pause button and do some reflection and introspection, and also look at the road in front of you. Let's talk about reflection first. If you've been working on a goal, if you've been working on a project, take a moment and reflect back on all of the progress that you've made. So many times, and I say this in class too, we're so focused on what is in front of us and where we're going that in our minds, we think, okay, well, what happened yesterday is in the past. What happened 2 weeks ago is in the past. I don't want to focus on the past. I want to focus on the future. However, focusing on your progress up until now is very beneficial because it helps us see how far we've come. If we are unable to see how far we've come, then when we hit those moments where it seems like we're hitting our head against the wall, or where we've hit bumps in the road or challenges that makes it really difficult to move forward, then we're just going to stay stuck. By looking at the progress we've made, we can say to ourselves, when I first started, I didn't have any of these answers that I have now. When you look at your progress and celebrate it, no matter how big, no matter how small, it's all progress. There's no good or bad. There's no big or small. It's all just progress that is to be celebrated, because first starting on something is probably the hardest to do. If you have started and you are one day along, a week along, a month along, 2 years along, then you're on the road and the progress will sustain you. The progress also does something else. When you had a win with your project, when you got some steps figured out, when you got the idea of, hey, I think I'm on the right track, I'm going to keep going. All of those were really big moments. And those moments probably made you feel really good. When we feel really good, when we are able to celebrate, we are in that high emotion. We are the most open to this energy around us. We're the most open to information that can help us. And so, focusing on that feeling that you felt when you had that progress will keep you in alignment with your goal and raise your vibration to match your goal because everything in this world is energy. We're energy. Uh, Even if what you're bringing into this world isn't physically in existence yet, it exists energetically in your mind, in your thoughts. So it's energy. When it physically becomes reality, it is energy. It's just like tuning that radio dial or tuning in a microscope where you want to get a closer look. You're tuning into that thing you're working on by tuning in to the feelings of progress when working on that goal. It keeps us in alignment, taking action while feeling those feelings of progress. You start to be in the flow. You pay attention to more information coming in that keeps you on the right track. Even if it's a small shift, even if it is breadcrumbs, or if it is this big demonstration of, oh my goodness, I couldn't make this stuff up if I tried. So, first, reflect on your progress and take a moment to feel those feelings, experience that moment in the past that you had with progress on what you're working on now. And that will keep you tuned in and put you in a mindset of gratitude. Oh my goodness, yes, I have come a little bit farther than I thought. I'm doing good. I hit a moment where I need some information or need to take a pause or maybe change directions. So, feeling good. Then, introspection. So, number two, introspection, which means are you still in alignment with your goal? Have things changed? Are you in alignment with your goal the way it is now? Or do you need to make some shifts? If you're still in alignment with your goal, then take a moment to say, why do I desire this? How is it going to make my life different and better? What is it that I want to experience when I've reached the goal? And is the goal what you're after? Or is it the result of the goal that you're after? Sometimes we think that the goal or project we're working on is exactly what we want, when really it's actually how we're justifying getting something else. So that's why we really want to be clear on our goals. Introspection is really looking at why it's important to you, how it's going to make your life different and better, what you're going to experience when you've reached that goal. That will do two things. One, it'll build more emotion. And now we're getting some emotion and building some desire based on really thinking of why it is we're working on this goal, on this project. You're feeling your why. You're feeling how it's going to make your life different and better. You're experiencing it in images and sound. Just take a moment and release to the experience of how you're going to feel when you get there and how it's going to make your life different and better. When we are able to recall our why, that we are working on our goal, when we are able to recall that sense of accomplishment and progress that we've had, all of that is our own evidence. It's our evidence that we can do it. It's our evidence that we can succeed. It's our evidence that we're on the right track. And it is all ours. No one can take that away from you. That's the best part. And then the third step is moving forward and taking action, being intentional about recalling those feelings and experiences of progress, and also recalling how what it is you're doing is going to make your life different and better, reach that goal or complete that project. We're doing some thought processing and creative thinking with recalling those moments of excellence, gotten some progress on our goal. And we are doing some creative thinking when we are really releasing ourselves to the experience of why we are working on this goal, how it's going to make our life different and better, how we're going to feel when we get there. And then we're taking action. We've got to take action. Is going to leave us in a state of not really watering that. So when we're taking action, we're watering that thought seed and bringing it into physical reality. I say this in class, you may have heard it, but everything that exists now in our life at some point did not exist. It only existed as an idea in someone's mind. And then they took action and it came into physical reality. The science behind all of this is that our brain does not distinguish between vivid imagination and physical reality. In fact, when we visualize something or think back to an experience as if we're there and we experience it, it lights up those parts of our brain, the cognitive parts, the taking action parts, as if we're doing it and as if we're there physically, as if it's happening right there, right now. Our thoughts are important. It is important to really bring that emotion, bring that why to the forefront of your goal. So today, a little action step for you. Bring up these moments of excellence while you're working on the project. Relive those moments of, oh my gosh, I'm going in the right direction. This is the answer to what I was working on that gets me further in my goal. Maybe it was a meaningful coincidence. Maybe it was an aha moment. Maybe you'd had a really good day of taking action and everything was in flow and you got so much completed and you're now further along than you were before. Take note of where you started, where you are now in your project, in your big audacious goal, and look at how far you've come. And really be proud of how far you've come. We get so caught up sometimes in talking to ourselves in negative ways. If today we had X, Y, and Z on the docket to get completed and something unexpected happened, we got nothing completed. And then we beat ourselves up. And we don't want to do that. We're human. Our days sometimes give us unexpected things. Everything happens for a reason. At least I believe that. We don't have all the answers. There's God, universe, source energy working in the background with more information than we have, but we can always tap into that information, right? So today, take a moment, share your progress with yourself, and just think of the progress that you've made and experience that. Or right now, with your eyes open, think about how far you've come. And then take a few moments to really pause and acknowledge where you're at in your goal. Why are you working on this? Why is it aligned with who you are and your values? How is it going to make your life different and better? And then take some action. Take the next best step, even if you're not 100% sure that that's the step you should be taking. Don't shit on yourself. Remember that. Even if you're not sure of the step you are taking, take it anyway. And if you get an impression to do something different, try it. Be curious, be open to discovery of what you're working on. I hope that this has helped today, what we've been discussing. Mirror of the mind, if you know exactly what you want, if you've already done mirror of the mind with this goal, then while you're taking action, have that solution image top of mind. You can lock it in with the three finger technique. Any progress you experience or anything you want to celebrate with your project, with your goal, you can lock that in as a resource state to be able to recall it anytime. So when you're reflecting on your successes up until now, you can go to level, put your three fingers together. All I need to do to believe this way, behave this way, feel this way is to put my three fingers together and it will be so. So, something that you can use to always be able to recall those moments of excellence within the goal while you're working on the goal. You can also do the holo viewing technique at night before bed if you're not quite sure of all the steps that you're taking on your goal. Align with source energy. This is how I want to feel. These are all of the moments of progress I felt. I need to know the next step. I hope that this has helped in your day and with our day of alignment. I also have another video from Janine Shaka, the instructor and director at Silva Method Australia and South Africa. It is a conversation that she and I had, and I'm excited to host her here for Silva Manifesting August 30th and 31st. And September 1st and 2nd, she's going to be hosting a really special workshop. Louise Hay, who is also a Silva grad, has this workshop called Love Yourself, Heal Your Life. It is an amazing workshop to do right after Silva Manifesting. And she goes deeper into feeling good, why it works, why feeling good is something we want to always be able to tap into and connect with, and how we can use it with specific extra tools you'll learn. They're called ZAP meditations, so they're really short meditations, which is really cool. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. You can always email me at amy@silvamethodatlanta.com. I hope you're having an amazing day, a better and better day, and I will see you next time. Bye.